And welcome back to Vestaria Saga. I accidentally promoted Halden off screen. I didn't mean to do that. I'm a mistake and a fuck up. So let's finally end this chapter. After all this time. Also, I should probably turn the music back on. Also, I should turn it down for me. Alright, great. Off to a good start, guys. Off to a great start. Alright, let's seize and have ourselves a plot episode. Where is he? Show yourself, Tamthir. Here I am, Princeling. Tell me, has the years since I allowed you to crawl away from this castle made you any wiser? Was I wrong to allow Homespawn to live? I can still rectify that mistake. If you're the same cowardly, meager-hearted shit-stain he was, then I'll send you to meet him, here and now. And what right do you have to assail his character? For over 10 years you were the black hand that served him. You did unspeakable things in his name. So I did. Do you think I enjoyed it? That he gave me a choice? I abode atrocities worse than any you have known. When Helm and my eldest son killed just for looking at him askance? Okay, hang on, time out. Time out right here. We call this I look up what the fuck that word is. Give me one moment, fellas. Askance. With an attitude or look of suspicion and disapproval. Okay, great. That is okay. So when he looked at him funny, I knew for my family's sake that I must hold my tongue. My second son, not so patient. For speaking out against the car, he was gallowed for treason and tortured to death. My elder daughter was a kind and gentle lass, but her beauty caught the car's eye and he claimed her for his harem. She was no older than you. When she refused to sully herself, the monster sold her to the streets, and I never saw her again. That's right, I let humiliation after humiliation wash over me. I swallowed my rage and continued to demean myself with his foul work. I flattered him, fawned upon him, fooled him into thinking I was all his, all the while building the Ordam horde and waiting for my day of vengeance. Now, I don't expect a boy like you to understand my pain. What have you ever lost beside that wretched creature that sired you? But do you know what love is, don't you? Can you imagine how I felt? Would you have acted any differently? ... I'll say it again, Silton. If you possess even a drop of your father's cowardice, then I will bleed it out of you for the sake of all the steep. But if Giskel has made something better of you, a warrior and leader worth following, then my life is yours for the taking. You there, with the cobalt locks. Did you ever find happiness? Yes, I found Prince Silton. Huh? Oh hey, his head turned. Inelia, why do you... Good. Oh god, so many. ... Alright, Princeling, come take my life if you're worthy of it. This is your moment of judgment. He did it. Yes, there it is, Princeling. That's the courage your father lacked. Halm was an affliction on Am Solem's family tree. He let it rot. Someone had to take the tree down. But you're just a young sapling. Grow tall and strong, and shelter your people. My life is yours now. Take it, Silton. Take it, Silton. It's over. Sire, may I beg a boon of you? I want to give this man a proper burial. Inelia, what's wrong? You're crying. Why would you shed tears for a tyrant like Tamthir? Before, when he spoke to you. Sire, please. I can't bear to talk about it. Not yet. Alright, I'm sorry. Prince Silton, we've brought the town under control. The remaining guards have begun to lay down arms and surrender. Thank you, my lord. I never could have retaken Haral without your help and that of the Knights of Redessa. Can you ever forgive me? Forgive you? For the way I've treated you. The only people I've ever been close to are family and Holin. You're the first person that I've ever... that I've had to inform my own relationship with. At first, I saw you as a rival, but... well, I suppose what I'm saying is... Question mark? Could we be friends? Ha! What? Okay. Colon. I can't make my face red on a whim. I don't have anything red around here either. What? No more sires or my lords. Just two men who love each other as equals. Well, yes, I'd be honored, but perhaps that's not the best way to phrase... Zaid! Oh, Prince Silton, congratulations. You led the siege brilliantly. If it pleases you, once the streets are safe, would you go outside and greet your subjects? Do you hear them? They've been calling your name. You've given them new hope. Of course, Princess, and I owe you an apology. You and Holen risked your life to bring the Nyman clans over to my cause. I never properly thanked you for that. No thanks are needed, sire. That was Holen's accomplishment, not mine. But I appreciate it all the same. You seem different now, more at peace. Yes, facing Tamthir finally unclouded my heart. You see, I never wanted to be Kar. The only example I had was the one I grew up with, an evil coward. My father was loathed by his subjects. He could have tried to win their allegiance, but he chose to abuse and oppress them instead. How could I be sure I wouldn't turn out the same? Uncle told me I was born to rule, and yet he never stopped reminding me I wasn't ready. It felt as though I had only two choices, be exactly like my uncle or exactly like my father. The first, unattainable. The second, unforgivable. The idea of being Kar, having that many people look at me for guidance, only to bring them pain and suffering and disappointment. I understand. I wanted to run from it too. Really. But you're so brave. I didn't want to be royalty. People to go to war for me, die for me. But how are their lives any less precious than mine? I used to pretend I lived a happy life with a normal family. Then even that was taken from me. I was sent to Temenos at 10, orphaned at 14. I lost my brothers, my beloved, who I never truly loved me back. Who I know never truly loved me back. I was just his princess to protect. Sometimes you're nothing like him, Zaid, and sometimes you're everything like him. You're so full of warmth, but it's not for me. Not truly for me. Highness, It's all right, Princess. Don't cry. Go easy, Lord Adrian. It's clear he doesn't know what to say. Oh, I have an idea. I found the most wonderful shop in town. Shall we go have a look? The streets are flooded with people. It's like a festival out there. We'll have a wonderful time. Yes, that sounds delightful, Lady Anelia. Your sideways-looking portrait is telling me otherwise. Forgive me, my lord. I don't know what came over me. What? No, Athol. Princess, there will be a grand banquet to celebrate once Uncle Giskel arrives. Will you join us? I would be honored to have the first dance with you. Especially if Holen is watching. Yes, I suppose that would lift my spirits. Zaid, shall we take the air as well? Maybe I can help you round up any remaining enemy soldiers. Of course, Silton. I'll follow you. No, you take the lead. I insist. Well, alright. Oh, hey. I don't know why, but something about his portrait suddenly appearing is really funny to me. He's just like, oh, you have another friend now. So when do they kiss? They weren't even talking to anyone. He was just... Oh, that is beautiful. Alright. Boreal wins. At this time of the Let's Play, this part of the country, localized entirely within Chapter 12. Chapter 12. Boreal wins. As Silton and Zaid deepen their bond of friendship. Giskel was returning from his own victory on the Nyman front. But let us take a step back in time. 2 days before the Battle of Haral, Giskel's army had their first brush with Jamulan and the Ordam horde. Vastly outnumbered, Giskel and his riders were quickly overwhelmed, and it seemed as though the Noyan himself might meet his end. In their darkest hour, a savior from the south came, General Helm and his army of over 30,000 Aragoths. The surprise attack forced the Ordams into a retreat, and Giskel and the Malayas lived to ride another day. After the dust had settled, Helm took Giskel aside and nonchalantly said, "Sorry to steal your thunder, but after the shifts capitulated, I had nothing better to do." Both sides now evenly matched. Giskel's and Jamerlin's forces clashed a second time on the northern Nyman steep. Then, midway into the battle, word came that the citadel had fallen. Devastated by the news, the Ordam horde fled north in disarray. Jamerlin took the rear guard, doing all in his power to secure his soldiers' escape. Giskel and Helm gave pursuit, but a combination of fatigue and Jamerlin's deft tactics thwarted the chase. Rather than follow the Ordams to their homelands, they decided to return to Harral and regroup. That evening, they were welcomed at the gates of the citadel as heroes. The town went wild with excitement at the sight of the Noyen, and straight through dawn, there was no shortage of wine and song. Meanwhile, inside the castle, the Noyen himself and other key players in the campaign were gathered for council. Jamerlin and his army have retreated to the Ordam homelands. The time to strike and bring them under rulership of the new Karat is now, while they are demoralized. On the morrow, I say we send a regiment to subdue them. However, there is one point of concern. Our western neighbors inspire. Then you've heard. Yes, the Queen has amassed her armies along our border. There's been nothing harmonious about her reign thus far, so I would not put it past her to try and conquer Solus while we're still forefoughten. Let me lead the attack on the Ordams. You stay here in the citadel and make ready for a possible battle on the western front. If you grant me a small number of Malaya soldiers and give Holen and the Nyman riders leave to accompany me, I can accomplish the task. Will you join me, Holen? Gladly. The whole time I was away, all I could think about was the myriad of ways you might manage to get yourself killed. From now on, I'm keeping you in sight. I agree, that's for the best. Wait, what? Did you just say the word agree? Who are you and what have you done with Silton? Not that I'm complaining. This is a reference you might not all get, but this really feels like a Luc von Fabre, so everyone is flabbergasted by the fact that he's apologizing. Oh, come. : Fuck. : Stop that, you shameless... Time out, here we go again. Advoutris in training? Alright. Okay. Advoutris. Advoutris definite. That's adventurous. Fuck. Give me a moment. Advoutris. That's advoutris. Okay, I really cannot type. Advoutris. Okay, did I spell that right? Advoutris. An adulteress. Okay, whore. Alright. Stop that, you shameless whore in training. Oh, Jesus Christ, actually, now that I think about it. How dare you flirt with my husband-to-be right in front of me? Helm, the Argoths will be fighting alongside Prince Silton, I assume? Yes, I intend to lead a company. Your royal father bade me show our kingdom's good faith. Then I am going with you. I demand to be put in command of our forces. Princess, if you fail to punctuate your japes with a smile, you might lead our friends here at council to think you're actually serious. I am serious. That girl gets to lead an army. Why can't I? Our kingdom dwarves their huddle of yurts. If you keep me from battle, then you shame me both and your king. Besides, father gave me this blah blah blah, bitch noises, blah blah blah, I'm unlikable. Am I to let that go to waste? Yes, please. No, I suppose not. Well, whatever your motives, I think it's admirable that you wish to honor your father and country. Your father won't find it half as admirable, but if he raises any objections, I'll tell him the whole thing was my idea. I expect you to lead with a dignity that benefits your house. I, in turn, swear to keep you safe from harm. Your Radiance, what about me? Obviously you're coming with me, Talon. You're my slave. But I don't know how to fight. Who said you have to fight? The point is, blah blah blah, bitch noises, blah blah blah, oh wait, hang on, this might be important. You're good at repairing weapons, aren't you? Why, yes, now that you mention it, maybe I can be of help. Then there it is. Sire, Argoth is prepared to offer several hundred soldiers, with Prince Lytia in command and me advising her. Is that acceptable? Yes, of course. I thank you both. Hey, Kamar! I remember him from 2 months ago. He was cool. I'm sorry I can't lead my eagle riders into battle with you, sire. Forgive me, but you are... Ah, where are my manners? This is Kamar, the new leader of the Shift clan. He's the last chief's younger brother. Kuthon had him imprisoned and sentenced to death for aiding us during Lytia's rescue. Thankfully, I managed to free him in time. Kamar and I go back 10 years. I can vouch for him. I realize it's Prince Silton's prerogative to decide how to dispense with the shifts, but in the interest of a smooth transition, I took the liberty of instating Kamar as interim chief. Very well. I trust your judgment. Continue, Chief Kamar. As Helm explained, I was confined to a tiny cell. My legs have atrophied and I can barely walk, let alone mount an eagle. I will send what riders I can to help, but I myself must sit this battle out. Let me fight in my father's stead. What? Don't be ridiculous, Maya. You can't even bring yourself to kill a bird, let alone a man. I have to do something. I owe it to the knight from the Temenos who saved my life during the siege. She hates war too, but she said that people like us need to take a stand all the same. Isn't that right, Lady Yeri? Yes, Maya. Some of the Knights of Aquila have chosen to fight alongside Lord Zadrian, this is true, but not for the glory of any one person or nation. We seek to protect all the people of Vestaria. The islands have seen one age of... Fuck, I will learn how to speak English. The islands have already seen an age of slaughter and oppression. You may not know it, Maya, but long ago, Vestaria was known as the Shadow Isles for that very reason. Oh man, are we playing League of Legends? Am I gonna find Hecarim? I love that pony. The powers of darkness ruled over us with an iron fist. People like you and me had to live like animals. It was only through the sacrifices of those who stood up, fought, and died that we won the fragile society that we have today. So yes, I hate war. Hate that it involves so much death. But sometimes war is the only path to something better. And I personally believe we owe it to the people on these isles who didn't ask for war to end it as soon as possible. That's why I joined the Knights Aquila, to be a weapon against the darkness. And that's why I fight with Lord Zadrian, because I believe he wants the same. You have to follow your own heart, Maya, and decide who it is you stand with. I already have. I stand with you. I know I have a lot to learn, but please, milady, help me become an Aquila. I don't care how hard the training is. I'll do it. I don't doubt you will, but the road to joining my sisters and I is long, and I can't enlist you myself. You'd have to come to the Sanctum. If you're alright with being a junior Aquila, and your father agrees to it... Can I, Papa? Please, please? Sounds like your mind is already made up. If this is what you really want, you have my blessing. Your mother wanted to join the Aquila too. Sarah went all the way up to Vesta, but had to give up the dream when she fell ill. I know she'd be proud of you for picking up where she left off. Why don't you take her lance with you? It'll remind you that she's watching over you. Oh great, another weapon I have to keep fully stocked up with Citrum Tritomate. The fuck it is. I can keep it, Papa? Oh, thank you so much. Silton, you have my sword as well. Young lord, might I ask that you decline this time? I need you here in the Citadel whilst we prepare for our return to Melida. And besides, the Ordons are all but defeated. Prince Silton can handle them without you. If you feel obliged to help, send some of your knights. He's right, Zaid. It's kind of you to offer, but I do not wish to delay you any longer. You've already lost 2 precious months here in Solus because of my helplessness. I will return as soon as I can. In the meantime, work with Master Garland to plot a route through the desert and make your army ready to invade. Well, if you insist, but at least let me provide you with troops. Let's see, who should I send as captains? Oh shit. Alright. Alright, oh fuck. Alright, Zaid, Sheila, and Lilia? Those are 3 good units, but they're also 3 good units I can live without. Because, yeah, because Zaid... I'm gonna miss Sheila, but I can live without her. Dune can do alright. I'll still have Ash and Jean. Halden's kind of become better than Zaid at this point. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Me? I'm honored, Commander, truly. Right, I'll go prepare. Maybe I'll find some rare Ordom herbs. Pristilton, I'll be managing our weapons and other provisions. Use Talon to access the stockpile command. Just please keep in mind that we won't be able to avail ourselves of anything in the personal possession of those soldiers Lord Zadrian didn't choose. What? Don't look at me, I didn't pick. We depart tomorrow at 6 of the clock. Council dismissed. And so, the next day, a regiment of 1,000 warriors marched north from Harral. I really like these chapters that don't involve Zadrian. Give me a moment, I gotta drink my gamer juice. Talking for that long really took it out of me. And so the next day, a regiment of 1,000 warriors marched north from Harral. Taking supreme command was Prince Silton, with Giskel's consort Anelia to assist him. One company was led by League Master Holan and the Irvin, another by Princess Lytia of the Aragoth and General Helm attended by the slave Talon, and fighting was Maya, daughter of the new chieftain of the Shifts, and finally the Knights of Odysseus' 3 platoon captains, captained by Zaid, Sheila, and Lilia. In 2 days' time, their forces reached the southern edge of Ordom's lands. All believed it would be an easy victory. The Ordoms were battered and demoralized. What could possibly go wrong? But Silton and the others soon learned they were woefully underprepared. Ominous. We're on Ordom lands now. Stay in battle formation. Are all our troops in position? Sire, the Oragoth company has yet to arrive. Yet to arrive? What happened? Oh, god damn it. : Lytia happened. Knowing her, she means to impress you by rushing ahead and winning the battle alone. But that's the stupidest thing The Oragoths don't have enough soldiers. They'll be massacred if they engage the Ordoms alone. We'd better hurry if you don't want your bride-to-be to turn into a corpse. Right. Forward march it is, then. Stay alert, Anelia. Don't leave my side. I'll be right here where I can protect you. Okay, this doesn't... Oh, Jesus Christ. Princess Lytia, we kept west of the river like you ordered, but are you certain it was wise to separate us from the main force? Aragoth can't very well claim up if we don't stay. God damn, blah blah bitch noises. If the prince hadn't given me custody of the stockpile, wouldn't he be vexed when he realizes all the army supplies are over here on the other bank? Good! I can't wait for him and Holan to come crying to me for help. I think I'll make them beg. We've created a monster. Okay, so I can't even prepare first. Alright, well... Alright, Zaid has his axe. He's good. You have... Oh, you have the spooky sword. Alright, that's... Can Zaid wield that? What's his proficiency? 13. That thing requires proficiency of... Oh, only 1! Okay. Alright, let me look at this map and then we'll call it an episode. Okay, this doesn't... I don't like this. This looks unassuming. Like, some fucky shit's gonna come out of here. I don't like looking at those logs. Some mountain huts. Oh, some goons are coming out of there. Oh, a headstone. Zombies. Zombies are coming from right there. More headstones. This is a zombie hut. That house is evil. And that tree is bad news. Alright, let me look at what Lytia even is. A starling. The fuck is a starling? I guess it's just like a mage class? Alright. Let me see what it does. Confers daze 100% of the time. So she doesn't do damage, she just always dazes enemies, which I guess lowers hit rate. Minister unit. Miracle. Taskmaster. So she's a God damn it, she's a dancer? That means I need to use her because she's good. God damn it. Alright. And what the fuck is this? First Blood. And she has a Fire Emblem 5 Vantage. Okay, what are you? Servant. He's a supplier. Prepares the first items in the unit slits by 1 every turn for 20 turns. Multi-strike. What does he use? Daggers. Okay. Evasion. Alright. He's a walking hammerine staff. That's interesting. I actually really like that idea. That's really neat. He can't fight. You don't have a fighter. You just have a hammer. You just have a repair spot. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's worth it or not, but that's interesting. Alright, Helm, what do you have? Oh, you have his Y-hander. You were automatically correct. You're using the best Dark Souls weapon. Let's see. He can use pretty much any sword he wants. His proficiency is really good. He's a pre-promote. His stats are pretty damn good. He's probably really good. With multi-chance. And critical edge. Alright. Oh, there's one of them bellflowers I need to land on. I probably need to land on this grave. Alright. And then we have an open yurt. And then we have just a bunch of open yurts that goons are gonna come out of. Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess next episode we will do this chapter. Thank you for sticking around for a plot episode. I know those aren't as fun for me to go crazy at RNG with, but hope you all still enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.